an icon for Tasmania. Now, even despite its very sad history, just because it was such a remarkable animal.
It will come as no surprise that the Tasmanian Museum's Thylacine collection is the best in the world. The Tasmanian tiger is certainly Australia's most famous extinction, hunted down for a government bounty of £1 a head.
When Europeans arrived, they saw it as being a threat to their livelihood, a threat to farming, a threat to the sheep industry, and it became extinct by the 1930s.
Now, Catherine Medlock presides over a collection of 65 separate objects, a collection of great scientific importance.
It's all we've got left, the museum specimens and a piece of film. And also we can learn a lesson. You know, this is evidence of a fairly sad event.
Now, there's history to do with this, isn't there?
Yes, this is a complete thylacine skeleton. It was collected in 1919 by Professor T.T. Flynn. His claim to fame is that he was the father of Errol.
Oh, Errol's dad.
Yes, Errol's dad collected this.
And it's complete. Every bone is here.
It is complete. We have every bone, all the ribs, all the vertebrae, right down to the tiny little ones in the tail. Each animal had its own individual pattern, so it's a bit like a fingerprint. The biggest problem with looking after them is that we have to be very careful that they don't fade.
The preserved young, taken from the pouch, are very special. There are only 9 of these in the world. 5 of them are here in this collection. They get people excited too, don't they? Because, I mean, the difference between those and
They get
these.
people very, very interested because you look at them and you're seeing the entire animal. It's a young one that hasn't got fur, but it's still the entire animal. It's a real thing.
What can they tell you?
We speculate that there must have been some sort of social structure because the mum wouldn't have been able to go out hunting with 4 young of that size in her pouch. It would have been quite difficult. So perhaps she had help.
How much don't we know about the thylacines?
There's a lot we don't know about the thylacine. Most of the scientific studies that were done were based on the animal, how it looked, and it died out before enough work was done on it, certainly.
Which is why now the kind of work that you're doing with these relics is so important.
It is important.
But one final object poses a question. It's a plaster cast of footprints.
These are reported to be thylacine tracks, and they were taken in 1938 in the Jane River area.
Right, so 2 years after the
government search party.
last known one died in captivity in the zoo here. So this is evidence that...
This is all the evidence there is after 1936.
So maybe it is still out there.